Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Let me just go ahead and adjust some things real quick. Let's bring the mic in. All right. What is going on, y'all? JDMJ, J Ventures, we're back. Like I said, still not sure where I'll be posting this stuff at, but anyways, what I am working on right now is we have some college work that I have been working on. I probably spent like 8 or 10 hours on this assignment already. However, I'm going to go ahead and pop it up. So for those who did not see this yet, this is a 23 track audio session that I had to import all these tracks. I had to rename them. So these are all the names. I'm going to copy these names over to the actual tracks themselves with the waveform. However, they've been renamed. They've been put in order from top to bottom. That was the first two parts of the assignment, or first part of the assignment, which was according to the session setup. And let me just go ahead and drag over the information. So to touch off, just in case anybody hasn't seen the two previous videos of me working on this, for those that don't know, I might as well preface it again. I go to college for audio production. It keeps me pretty busy because I do an accelerated learning program. But anyways, one of the things that I'm working on is my associates, and then I need to get my bachelor's degree. Typically an associate's is a 2-year degree. Typically a bachelor's degree is a 4-year degree. 2 + 4 = 6. So I actually happen to be doing an accelerated learning program where it's only 2 years and I get both my degrees, the equivalent of 6 years worth of degrees. So this keeps me very busy, and they just keep shoveling more work towards me. Not that that's a bad thing, it just keeps me very busy. Anyways, the reason I mention that is because so far we've been rocking and rolling pretty well through these classes. And let me go ahead and drag something else over to this monitor. So one of the other things too is I've been breezing through classes pretty well. If we go back, you can see these are the previous classes I've done. Everything in this list, I think it's about 15 or 16 or so, maybe a little bit more than that. But some of them were 1 in a month, some of them were 2 in a month. Right now I'm working on structure of music. Oh shit. What's going on, G?
Understand it?
Yeah, I use vidIQ pretty often.
Because what I'm trying to do is, like you were saying, name it correctly.
Oh yeah,
So,
get some.
I don't understand like how to like create the topic. Like, okay, I typed up music, how to produce in Fruity Loops and Pro Tools, right? So it gave me a number, but I was able to pull up more within that ballpark, whatever. And so it pulled up music production, music producer, like those are higher numbers, and that's what I would kind of fall in as far as the bracket.
Yep.
So how do I take music producer or music production and like write that like in YouTube? Like, how would I do that? Like, am I supposed to just use that only? I can't write anything else, or like I don't understand.
Well, what are you looking at? The keywords section?
Correct.
Yeah, you can use a bunch of those keywords.
Oh, so you can combine a sentence with those keywords.
What do you mean the sentence? Are you talking about the title?
Yeah, like say for instance, music producer is good.
Well, your title is going to be one thing. So like, for example, if I go to, it's called optimize. And then for example, if I go to I'll go back to one of my previous videos, right? And then it'll give me recommendations. Right here, suggested titles, and then I can click generate more and it'll give me more options. And then what's the one I was looking for? Keywords or outliers. Hold on one second. I'm looking for it. It's opt generate. Let's see. Hold on. I'm just double checking. Create. Oh, I think it's called SEO. Hold on one second. Just looking for it right now. I haven't used vidIQ in a little minute. They're always making changes to it too. So you can go to ideas, which is another thing, and it'll give you recommended ideas, which is pretty sweet.
So I mean, obviously, how do you customize the idea? Like you would type it down there.
So if you go to ideas, yeah, it says customized ideas, and then it says enter a keyword our AI should use, right? And I know you were probably messing with that. And then if you go over to, what's the other one? Let's see, is it thumbnails? No, it's not. Hold on. Optimize. Oh, that's what it is. It's called Optimize. So I went to one of my videos, right? And I'll click on it, and then it gives me a score for the title and then for the thumbnail. And then it says where it needs improvement. Like, for example, suggested titles, why college isn't worth it. Documentary. I tried the most popular college work experience activities. I paid for college by working at Starbucks. Like, it's just giving me like recommendations. Some of them will be really like related to what you're looking for, and some of them won't be. And if I go to details, you can add tags. So if I click find tags, right, and let's put music production, because I'm technically doing the same thing. Right, and I click in. So DAW is a 65, music production for beginners 55, and it'll give you recommendations. You could even do like audio production, producer, and if you go over to keywords, you can also look in. So there's overview, top keyword opportunities, top search terms for your channel, rising keywords, and then if you go to rising keywords, that's pretty dope. It'll show you the competition, it'll show you the search volume, like Tweaker right here. This is so funny. Tweaker is search volume is 2,655,942. Overview. So if you go to overview, you can also see they've got a bunch of different keyword opportunities. Top keyword opportunities will be ranked. So yeah, that's some of them. And then you just kind of have to mess with it. You can and also if you've got ChatGPT, you can always use a mix of ChatGPT as well. For recommended ideas. Just so you know, I think you might be on mute, but yeah, that's roughly what I do.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I think what I want to do is I'm gonna post it tomorrow, because maybe this is something that me and you can do tomorrow or some shit. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is you can do some research with it, like, you know.
Yeah, I know. We're doing that right now. That's why I paused.
Well, the other thing too is if you download vidIQ has like a, what is it called, a taskbar that you can download, and when you download it, it'll give you like ranks for the video that you're looking at. So it'll give you like how, like if it's an outlier, if it's a 10x outlier, if it's a 100x outlier, it'll show you how it's doing. Like that's how, like when I go to your YouTube channel on
she said we did that.
Yeah, if I go to like your YouTube channel, for example, on my PC, where I have vidIQ added, right, it'll show me like how many views per hour your video is getting. Like right here, 105 views, right? So let me click on this. It'll show your views, it'll show your engagement, overview, AI coach. So like right now your channel's got 16 subs and 314 views. channel tags. So there are no channel tags. So one of the other, and video tags, there are no video tags. So one of the other things that you could benefit from, even just like on your What's Hot channel, right, would be adding channel tags and video tags. There's also an AI coach right here.
So video tags are what? Like,
video tags are going to be like hashtags. So like hashtag right here, like I think you have a couple of them actually. Hashtag police chase, hashtag what do you think, hashtag YouTube, things of that nature. And I just used AI coached and on mine I said, I went to your What's Hot dirt bike police chase video, right? And I said, I clicked on it. It gave me some options. It said, why did this video do well / poorly? So based on the data provided, here's an analysis of the video, What's Hot TV, dirt bike police chase, and they get away. Engaging content. The title and description suggest an exciting premise that likely attracts viewers interested in high-speed chases and action, contributing to its above-average performance. Length. At 43:38, the video is quite long, which can be a double-edged sword. While it may provide in-depth coverage, it could also deter viewers who prefer shorter content. Low engagement. Despite being above average in views, the lack of likes and minimal comments may indicate that the viewers are watching but not engaging with the content, which could affect your future visibility. Niche appeal. The specific focus on dirt bike chases may resonate well with a targeted audience, helping to drive views despite the channel's small subscriber base. So this is just like a rough analysis of like the video, for example. But yeah, just fucking around with vidIQ is great. And you could even, the other thing too that I would do is I would ask ChatGPT how to best utilize vidIQ. I know that sounds so fucking funny, but yeah, really, that's what I would seriously do. And how to optimize your videos for SEO. It's also known as, SEO is an acronym called Search Engine Optimization. So search engine optimization basically is you tweaking with the video, like putting certain hashtags, like for example, that's why like if you go to vidIQ, right, and you go to where is it at? Keywords. Perfect example, keywords. So these keywords are more opportunities to get certain views. So like let's see.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. So we typed up, you know, what I felt, and then it gave me an option for stuff that was similar, right?
Yeah.
Better, and you can see the better views. So that's what I was asking you. Are you allowed to take, like, say for instance, music production has the most views, right? Just the word music production or FL Studio. So are you just using just that word, FL Studio, or are you allowed to put FL Studio plus something else?
Oh, you can put a bunch of them. You can use a bunch of keywords.
Oh, okay. So you hear that, right? So it's basically what you said, right? Like where you can take FL Studio, music production, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you can select them, and if you click on that specific keyword, it'll show you like the rank. It's got like a meter that shows from like low, if the number is lower, compared to like green if it's high, which would be a high score, and then it shows the search volume, right? And then it shows the competition. So like right here, I see Disney Cars, right? That's a 31 on the score, so it's low. Search volume is 2,772, so it's not nearly as much people looking for it. And then the competition is very high. For example, it's 99.57 because there's not many people looking for it. And then it breaks down here.
Where's that at?
If you click on a keyword, if you click on a specific keyword, like for example, if you go to the top and type in...
Yeah, I'm typing up music production right now.
Yeah, all right. It's a perfect example. So I'm going to type up music production too.
Music production in FL Studio and Pro Tools. That's the best.
Well, keep it somewhat broad. You know what I mean? You don't want it to be too niche. Like what I would do is just music production. So if you type in music production, what you're going to see is, and then you click enter, right?
So do music production.
You're going to see overview, and the overview is going to be a 57. So the overall score is medium, and then the search volume is 81,687. So that's how many people are searching for it, basically. It says discover this keyword's audience size and how competitive it is.
So I can type up music production in FL Studio, and Pro Tools, or not, or I'm just typing music production?
I would just do music production, and then, like, for example, I would also do FL Studio, right, on its own. Like, for example, FL Studio is a high score, 69, 1,019,950.
Music production. Okay.
Yeah, because if you niche it down, like if it's like how I made a beat in Pro Tools using a guitar, like compared to if you do Pro Tools, guitar, beat making.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like you're making it more niche, so there's gonna be less people that are like searching for, like that would be like me doing hashtag Sanguine Supra, you know what I mean, which is like my car page name. If I do Supra Mark III, I'm gonna have way more people looking for that hashtag, or Supra Mark IV, you know what I mean, compared to doing something very niche.
Okay, so that's
or specific, which would be another word for niche, like, you know.
Okay. And then where do you search for like the hashtags? You can't do that in here, like with hashtags.
I believe you can actually. Let me see. The other thing too is so if you go to ideas, there's like a light bulb on the side, and then it says ideas, and then it says daily ideas. And what you could do is there's personalized ideas at the top, right?
Music production. That's it. You gotta put music production on. That's what we're doing.
Like, for example, I saved a bunch of ideas. So every day you can come in here and they refresh. So what I did is I saved a bunch of them that were very high. It says view prediction when saved. So right here, 10 car myths you still believe are true. How a simple tune-up changed everything for my car. Capturing the thrill of JDM car meets. My ultimate JDM dream car build revealed. Behind the scenes of my car builds. The truth about JDM cars no one tells you. So like there's like a bunch of these that'll give you like ideas, and then you can save them. So I've saved up a bunch of these over like, I don't know, like a couple of days. And if you go down to where is it at?
So none of that means us, huh? So what is this kind of how you would personalize an idea?
Yeah, so your ideas are your ideas are video titles, but it'll give you a view prediction like based on like
music producers who happens. Curious. Set of music production. Let's see what that do.
Yeah, it'll give you a variety of like things, you know.
So we would just have to stick with music production, right? All right, that's fine. Oh, no, he's saying don't create a sentence out of it. You have to. So, Jay, can you use multiple keywords just to make sure that we're on the right track?
Yeah, you can. So if you're under
that one word,
yeah, you can use multiple keywords. It just depends on what you're like. It depends on like if you're looking at ideas, it's different. So it says enter keyword our AI should use. Whereas if you're looking at keywords, like the specific keywords tab, you can click search keywords and you can look up a keyword and see how it will do, like what the search volume is for it, what score it is, how it ranks compared to others. So like FL Studio, like if you do FL Studio, watch FL Studio, just FL Studio alone. you'll see it's a high score. So I would do like FL Studio Tutorial. If you look down here where it says matching keywords, FL Studio Tutorial is a 70. Search volume is 591,280. Competition, medium, 54.82. But so the search volume basically is how many people are searching for it. Like right here, perfect example. Question type keywords that contain your keyword or phrase in any order. So this is when somebody put hella shit in right here. How to make dark flute beat like Southside and Duce, synth brass flute, FL Studio Tutorial. The search volume on this is only 1,800 and the score is like low.
Gotcha.
But it kind of depends. Like, you know, you can kind of just mess with it, you know what I mean? And
yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do it like very simple. FL Studio. Like I don't want to be too wordy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But yeah, you can use multiple keywords, and then the keywords are really just to do research. And then if you click on the keyword, it'll tell you to like copy it. So basically you can copy it and paste it. If I'm not mistaken, it goes into the description.
You type up Pro Tool Tutorial.
Yeah, for example, Pro Tool, and then I'll put Pro Tools. Right there, Pro Tools Tutorial, search volume 26,416, high, it's in the green. 67 is the overall score. Competition is low, 32.09. So that's a really good, that's a great one, because the Pro Tools Tutorial could be anything from you like explaining how to use Pro Tools to how you did something in Pro Tools. You know what I mean? Like it's not too niche.
So can I put Fruity Loop Studio and FL Studio and Pro Tool Tutorial? Would that pass?
Sure, try it. What I'm gonna do right now is
well, no, I just mean like, would that be okay to put both of those together? You can try that. So FL Studio and Pro Tool Tutorial.
yeah. So right now, so like overall score is a 52 on that one. Search volume is 2,164, which is not that many people. Competition is 45.09.
So that's garbage. So we don't want to do that. So it'd be better off to just name it, you know, music production or some shit, correct?
Yeah, or something like FL Studio Tutorial, right? Because let's see what FL Studio Tutorial is.
Do FL Studio Tutorial,
right? FL Studio Tutorial search volume 591,280, right? Very high search volume, okay? So that's in the green. It's a 70 for the overall score, high. Competition is a little bit lower, right? It's medium, so it's 54.82, which is good. Ideally, you want the competition to be lower, because then you've got a higher chance.
Because you gotta weigh in.
Yeah, so like the competition is everybody else using the same tag.
Just name it that, baby. Huh. Just name it that whenever you like it. Okay, bro. Fuck. I think we pretty much got it. Let me try to make a thumbnail, and then I'll ask ChatGPT for tags.
Yeah, go ahead and, you know, just do a little research with the tags, right? Because everything on here where you're looking at the keywords are keywords. So like when I was looking at your channel, remember how I said if I go to overview, I see nothing for video tags and I see nothing for channel tags, and then controversial keywords. Well, for example, when you add those in, it's gonna bump the search engine optimization of that video up. That way you're gonna have a higher chance of getting more views.
Okay. All right. Say that again. Say it again. Listen.
All right. So when you put in those keywords and those hashtags, it's going to bump up the search engine optimization, also known as SEO is the common acronym for it. So the SEO is going to bump up like how it's going to show your video in the like basically in the I don't know what you want to call it, the explore page, the algorithm, like whatever. Same with like What's Hot TV, you know what I mean? Like your thumbnail is great, your title is great, your description, like things like that matter. Same with like people dropping likes on your video, how long people watch your video for, if people are commenting, if people are sharing the video, things of that nature. That is all things that will buffer your what's the word that I'm looking for? Your yeah, like the way that your video or your channel is going to appear to the algorithm. For example, like that's what I was telling you before. If I just click on your video and I watch that shit for like 5 seconds and I click off, that shit is horrible. That shit is horrible for your analytics.
Okay, got you.
So compared to somebody who's going to watch your video all the way through and not skip through, like not jump to parts and like things of that nature. You know what I mean?
For real. All right. So is there anything that you know I gotta look out for other than that? Because I'm pretty much doing that, correct? Already.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing too is what you doing the What's Hot shit. Like you're already getting a good bit of experience with it. That's why I told you don't give up on it, because you're gonna learn things the hard way. Like, well, and I don't want to call it the hard way, but through experimentation, through trial and error, you're gonna see what works, what doesn't work.
This is
you know
exactly
what I mean?
what's been going on. Like
same thing with editing the video and working through the kinks with the audio and how to record and like, you know what I mean? You're gonna continue. There's always gonna be hurdles, bro. There's always gonna be hurdles. And then it's the same thing with the Mr. Beast video I sent you, where Mr. Beast was like, your first few videos that you make, you're not gonna get any fucking any views. So like that's what I was telling you. You're pulling like 100 views on these videos when you've only got 16 subscribers. You know why? Because you've got a solid ass camera, right? So your video feed is dope. You're somewhat decent at editing video, and the audio is crispy. Like those video and audio are gonna be the two very distinct things that are gonna make people want to click off the video immediately. The fact that you have a solid thumbnail, the fact that you have a solid title, the fact that you have a solid description. The title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be honest with you, rank at the top. It's the first thing that's shown. Think about it. When you go on YouTube, right, and you look at the homepage, when you're looking for a video, and mind you, I watch YouTube all the time, but the first thing, you click on YouTube and it brings you to the home screen, the first thing you're seeing is title or thumbnail, mainly because that's the visual part, and then title. So typically you're looking at like, that's why a lot of people use big ass text and shit on their on their thumbnail, and then the title has something to do with the video. The other thing that I would explain it as is, think about a picture, right? You know when a picture has a caption? So when a picture has a caption, typically the caption explains the picture or correlates with the picture, right? So that's the best way to think of it. Think of your thumbnail is showing what the fuck is going on, right? A visual representation of it. You can include text on there. You can include, like a perfect example of why like your What's Hot TV. The dirt bike police chase, solid ass thumbnail with you doing like the face and shit, and that's something that people like. You've already been getting really good with the thumbnails, bro. Just like keep practicing, don't give up on that shit. You got to keep trying because you're gonna keep learning.
Okay. Man. All right. Well, fuck, man. Based off of what you just told me, that's one more than enough. We're gonna go ahead and try to finalize this thing. Because it seems like we're in the right track anyways. Yeah,
and one of the things that I would tell you, for example, is like your titles, like they're already on What's Hot TV, right? And they see it at the bottom. So one of the things that I would say is next time try a thumbnail or try a title that doesn't have What's Hot TV in it. Like instead of What's Hot TV dirt bike police chase and they get away, do dirt bike police chase. Keep it simple, because remember, What's Hot TV is going to be the first thing that they're reading. Well, the video, we already know that the video is from What's Hot TV. So what I would do, and I'm not trying to critique your, over critique your shit, but that's what I would do. Like, fuck around with it. Everything is experimental. And at the end of the day, until you gain that audience, you're not going to, don't even think of it from the perspective of making bank. Think of it from the perspective of growing an audience and sharing your content. Because at the end of the day, same with the thing that Mr. Beast was talking about. Set a goal to make 100 videos, or fuck it, not 100, call it 10 or 20, right? And try to improve something every time. Whether that be, you know, like I said, coming up with a script of points that you want to say, how you address things, because people have a very fast attention span. So that's like, if you go to that's the other thing I would do. Watch a couple Mr. Beast videos. He is hands down one of the, you know, whether you can stand him or not, he has mastered the art of being a YouTuber. Not only the thumbnails, the titles, the descriptions, the way that the video is structured, the way that it is edited, all of these things have been worked down to a complete science, and he is another really good person to learn from. And we've got ChatGPT, you've got AI, you've got a lot of resources on the table. So
Yeah,
just
like, for real. You can't. Yeah, like that shit.
yeah,
For it was like totally worth it. So, but man, I'm gonna let you get back to streaming.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and try to finalize this and complete this thumbnail real fast, and then I'll send you the link once it's done, and then we'll chop it up tomorrow, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, most definitely. And keep in mind, you can always tweak with the shit. Same with your What's Hot TV videos. You can go back and change the thumbnail. You can go back and change the description. You can fuck around with the title. You can keep in mind that you can always mess with it. So I think I don't know about the thumbnail, but I know like mostly everything else, like I think you might even be able to manipulate the thumbnail after it's posted. I'm not 100% sure, because remember, I'm a YouTube watcher and not as much of a YouTube content creator. I'm getting there. but yeah, keep that in mind, that you can fuck with a lot of that shit. You can experiment with new titles, new thumbnails, new descriptions, you know, all that shit. So
And I love it.
yes, sir.
For Roger that.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, man. Let me get to this bitch, man, and see what success we have, man. Like, let me finish up on the thumbnail and stuff, and hopefully we're able to kind of word everything. And I'll send you the link again once completed.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan, my man. You go ahead and knock that shit out. If you got any questions, feel free to give me a call or text me, and I'll be on it.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, Ski.
All right, Jay. All right, later.
All right, my man. Peace. Okay, I gotta check on my chicken real quick. All right, bear with me, y'all. All right. All right, picking up from where we left off. Like I was saying, I got a phone call, so I wanted to help my friend out. Anyways, now that I am back, let's get back to this session. Okay, so this is 23 tracks. Like I said, we've got the drums color coded. We got the bass color coded blue, followed by electric guitar green, keys purple, vocals yellow, and we got this horn, which is pink. So these are our tracks here. Everything has been charted from the intro section, the verse, chorus, pre-chorus, chorus 2, breakdown, verse 2, chorus 1, pre-chorus, chorus 2, guitar solo, instrumental interlude, the organ solo, the guitar solo, chorus refrain / loop, and the outro, which is a tag ending. So we have everything in order as well in regard to the track. So the tracks have been named and placed in order, so they had to be renamed first, and then we placed them in order from 1 to 24. The next thing I did, like I said, I did the song chart, so that includes setting the specific locations and counting the bars. The next thing I had to do was tempo mapping, so you can see the tempo right here, 119, and then these little arrows dictate where I have placed a marker. Roughly every 8 bars here, 2 + 16, another 8 bars right here in the middle, here, and so on and so forth. And as you see, it's about 120 all the way through. 120, 120. This one's a little bit early, 119.99999. So everything else here is just about 120 all the way through. Some of them I probably could have did better on, but didn't really matter. That's pretty damn close for me. Moving on, we have also, so we had to do that. So let's go back to this assignment real quick. Click into the week 4 challenge. And we also had these overdubs, so BG high overdub, bass mic overdub, and then bass DI overdub. So these two were bass, and then this was a vocal overdub. So we already did our session setup, so we've checked this off. We did our song chart and section markers. We've checked that off. Tempo map, that is also done. That's checked off. And then time correction and tuning. So we need to do this real quick. This shouldn't take us very long. We have already imported the producer's bass and vocal overdub tracks. We used the add all to avoid duplicating the files. Imported the files to new tracks. Dragged the new tracks into place immediately above the tracks they are replacing. We made the tracks that are being replaced inactive. It says ordinarily you'd also hide them at this point, but don't. We want to see your work, so we did that. And then it says the vocal overdub track has 2 bars that are out of tune with the lead vocal track between 59 seconds and 1 minute 14. So roughly 15 seconds. Oh man, I didn't realize somebody was dropping some love in the chat. Harry Hamilton, yeah, you have a Supra? Yeah, yes sir. I have a 88 Mark III Toyota Supra Turbo. Man, I wish I was looking at the chat. I didn't realize that. Said you have a stock 91 Miata as my first car. Gave it a glow up. Now it's time for performance. Nice. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, man, they're good cars. They're good cars. I seen somebody put a Demon engine in a Miata. Believe it or not. I wish I would have realized that somebody was dropping love in the chat. Usually people don't say anything in the chat. Sometimes I get messages, other times I don't. So my apologies. I wish I realized that earlier. Anyways, moving on. It says the vocal overdub track has 2 bars that are out of tune with the lead vocal track. Oh, you're in here. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that. You know, it's weird. Sometimes it'll say that people are like in here, and then I'll get like, it'll show like top viewer. I didn't realize that you're actually in here. So laugh my ass off. I want to go rotary or something. Any recommendations? 2JZ, baby. 2JZ. If you can find a 2J, if you can source a 2J for a steal, I would go for one. Believe it or not, I just got one from the junkyard, hence why I mentioned that. They're really great engines. The aftermarket support is great. But if you can also find, like you said, if you can find a rotary, just keep in mind when you start talking about, I don't know how old you are. I don't know what you do for work and things of that nature, nor am I trying to be in your shit. But what I would definitely say is, things get expensive quick, especially when you start talking about doing an engine swap. Just keep in mind, you typically are going to have to do, obviously, you're going to have to mate it to the transmission and or acquire a new transmission and or bell housing to mate the engine to the transmission. Do some research on that. Have an understanding of what your power... Here, I'm going to go full screen. Have an understanding of what your power goal is. What else would I think? ECU. ECU is very important. Figure out the support for that ECU if you're going to have to use a... if you're going to have to use a stock wiring harness, if you're going to be able to get an aftermarket one, if you're going to have to do the wiring harness yourself... standalone ECU is more than likely what you're going to need. That way you can tune the car. Obviously, upgraded fueling, potentially bigger fuel injectors. It depends on what your power goals are, honestly. But yeah, reliability. Reliability is another one. Right now, how much did my 2JZ run you? So I'll be very honest with you. I got my 2JZ for a steal. I went to a junkyard near me called a Pick Apart. And at the Pick Apart, basically, there's a shit ton of cars in the yard. Well, the way that the Pick Apart works is first come, first serve. So you got to bring your own tools. You go into the yard, and I'll be making a video on this. And the 2J, I did a couple live streams. I still have to chop them and edit them. I haven't had a chance because I've been busy as hell with college. But if you have a spot called a Pick Apart that has a bunch of cars there, you can actually look. So I got the 2JZ for an absolute steal. It took me 3 days, and I had to bring my own tools. I showed up at the yard at 7:30. The yard opens at 8 o'clock. Bunch of old dudes. And I had my cart, I had my shopping cart with all my tools in it, the jack stands, the impact gun, the ratchets, the you name it, I had it. So I had my cart, and I spent 3 days. It was a Lexus GS300, and I pulled the engine out over the span of 3 days. They have cherry pickers in the yard to facilitate getting the engine out. I did it all by myself as well, for reference. I'm about 130 pounds, 5'7". So the reason I mention that is basically it's not impossible. You can totally make it happen. It'll take a little bit of ingenuity to get it out, depending on how in there it is. Thankfully, the donor car that I pulled the engine from was a 2003 Lexus GS300 or a 2005, something of that nature, 2000 and something Lexus GS300. There's certain model years that the 2JZ NA, so naturally aspirated, the 2JZ naturally aspirated is also known as a 2JZ GE engine. The 2JZ GTE would be the turbocharged variant, of course, and the GTE engine typically, not only is it harder to find because it's only in the Mark IV Supra, aka the Fast and Furious Supra, and the JDM car, which is known as a Toyota Aristo, which we never technically got here in the States. You might be able to find one, but those are like the only real two vehicles that the Mark IV, or that the 2JZ GTE was in. So I found mine in a GS300. There's other certain models like an IS300. I think they even had it in the ES300 from certain years. It kind of depends, but I got mine for an absolute steal. I'm not trying to walk you around the bush and give you a long-winded ass explanation, but I I got my engine for about $450. I'll be very honest with you. It cranks, it rotates. Didn't crank, my apologies. I meant to, there was no power. There was no way of verifying if it ran or not. I completely tore down the engine. It's in pieces outside right now. Cranks out, pistons are out, heads off, rods are out, you name it. So for the long block, right, with the accessories, I paid about $450. Short block, I probably have the cheapest 2JZ in all history. I paid $276 and like 43 cents for the short block. That's what it says on the receipt. So the block really of the 2J was really only like $200, almost $300. Altogether, about $450 out the door, out the yard. I robbed them. Yeah, that's what I was joking about. I was joking about it like I basically robbed it out of the yard. I got it for a steal. Like, no, literally, I stole it. I was joking about that last time I was talking about it. Here, let me just take this off because I'm hot. But yeah, I basically got it for a absolute steal. I might be able to tilt the camera over there. Hold on one second. Let me turn off my green screen so I can show you. Just because I know you'll find it interesting. I have a couple of parts. Hold on. Let me turn off the green screen. Let's get a little bit of light going. Let's turn on these key lights. All right. Bear with me real quick. I'm going to go grab my turbo. And if I can, I might... You know what? Let me grab the camera real quick. Hold on. Just because I don't always do this when I'm live, but I figured I will because you asked about it. Sorry, I have a prompter that goes in front of my camera, and this is how I read the chat. So basically, this has the camera lens goes in the back here, and then it's a screen with a piece of glass, and this allows me to be able to look directly into the camera when I'm reading the chat. Yeah, we're definitely going on a journey. I can't go too far, but we're definitely going to go on a journey here. Bear with me real quick. I got to grab my camera off the tripod. It's an elaborate ass rig. So hold on just 1 second. Also, my audio quality might drop just because my mic is at the studio desk. Hey, look. This is not something traditional. All right, let me just keep in mind how far I can go with this. Yeah, usually you guys don't actually get to see what the setup looks like either. This is the setup currently. Also, don't mind my camera, it's a little bit punched in. Got the audio rack over here. But yeah, we got the MPC. And over yonder, ooh, baby! That is a JCX 100 R154 5-speed, fully built transmission. And it's got a billet shift housing, which is right there. I'm sure you can tell. Anyways, that is a brand new, and I mean brand new when I say brand new, not even a mile on it, R154 5-speed manual. It's a JZX 100, and that's also a 7M to R154 bell housing, right on. So anyways, let me go grab my turbo real quick since I can. But yeah, I have a bunch of fucking parts over here. I've got a bunch of car parts. Stage 2 cams. I got a fucking downpipe over here. I got a turbo manifold. Just a bunch of shit. Hold on 1 second. Oh, just because I can. Just because this is the easiest part. I was gonna pick the transmission up and bring it over, but I don't feel like doing that shit. Fucking blowing my back out just to fucking lift the transmission up. This is a 6765 billet turbo. So not a Chinese choo-choo boy. I got a legit turbo kit. Sorry, I'm trying to frame this up. I have to look at my TV because that's where my stream fucking example is, or whatever you want to call it, stream cam. So this is a 6765 by Drift Motion. 0.58 AR exhaust housing on the back. She's a little smaller, but I can always go bigger for about $100. I can get a bigger exhaust housing. I didn't want to go too big because this turbo is rated for 650, 700 horsepower. at about 30 pounds. It's got an anodized blue backplate. So that's kind of some of what I'm working with. In terms of in terms of parts, it's just, you know how it is, man. Fucking parts get expensive, shit gets expensive, life's expensive as it is. I don't have kids, I don't have a girlfriend right now, so shit's a little bit easier. Gets a little different once you start having kids and girlfriends. Anyways, though, like I said, that's not to knock it, but yeah, things get a little bit more expensive when you've got a significant other and other expensive habits and things of that nature. Like, I like camera gear, I like audio gear because I go to college for audio production, so things like building out this setup and things of that nature get expensive quickly. Same with this camera rig. I don't like to talk about the value of things because oftentimes people think it's a flex when it's really not. Like, people will ask, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I've had my fair share of haters, so it is what it is. I don't like to talk about the price of things. But yeah, you know how it is. Building the setup, you know, fucking, it's not cheap. But that's why I'm working on getting some sponsors, because shit is expensive, fam. Anyways, though, I'm gonna go ahead and pop you guys back on the tripod. So this is where you guys are usually at. I have a different camera lens too, but I'm typically using this 50mm. And just because I can, I might as well take a picture and I'll show you what the camera rig looks like right now. She's a little chonky. What the camera rig currently looks like. It's fully caged, top handle, side handle. It's on rods, base plate, you name it. But I need to get a dedicated camera for shooting content, because at the end of the day, guess what? I don't have 15 dudes in a shop to be able to do this stuff. It's just me. I'm an only child, I don't have brothers, I don't have siblings, so it's basically just myself doing all of this, doing the shooting, doing the editing, funding the project. So you know how it is. And like I said, I don't like to ever flex it. You know what I mean? I know that I am blessed to be able to do some of these things, so that's why I have the passion to do them. I know that at some point, internal combustion engines are going to be null and void. I know that at some point, this is a dying breed. You know what I mean? Modifying cars, things of that nature. So I take it with a extreme, like, one of my what's the name of it that I'm looking for? I guess you could call it, like, my catchphrase is built to inspire. Built to inspire. So at the end of the day, I want to inspire people to do the same thing, to chase their dreams, to you know, don't be afraid to stray off of the beaten path, you know. And yeah. Not that I'm trying to be some Andrew Tate or, you know, some sort of motivational speaker or whatever you want to refer to it as, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's built to inspire. I like to show people that you can go out and do this shit just about by yourself, even if you don't have, you know, a shop and, you know, $500,000 worth of Snap-on tools and, you know what I mean, things of that nature. But yeah, when it comes down to it, I definitely understand it being a little bit trickier when you don't have, you know, a shop full of tools. You don't have, you know, 15 guys. I was joking one time when I was on the live stream when I was tearing down the 2J outside. I was like, come on, guys, come out from behind the truck. Because it's just me. It's just me. I'm running fucking 100-foot extension cords outside. I've got a router inside my laundry room so I can even have Wi-Fi out where I work on the cars and shit. Running 100-foot extension cord so I can run power to the camera in the laptop so I can stream. Like, it's just, you know how it is, man. You got to overcome the challenges. So at the end of the day, I like to Not everybody's going to show you that. That's the part of the video that gets cut out, that nobody's going to talk about, things of that nature. So, I don't know. I like to kind of embrace it, at the end of the day. But yeah, projects can get expensive. Keep in mind that at the end of the day, they're always some form of a money pit. I hate to refer to them as that, but just remember, the amount of money that you'll ever put into a project, you'll never necessarily be able to get that back, short of selling it. But if it's something that you plan on keeping forever, keep it somewhat modest. I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your money or where to go with your project, but just remember that. Short of it being something sentimental to you or you selling it, you'll never necessarily get that money back. And that's one of the things that my dad told me early on, because he's like, you could put 50 grand into the car, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say that to discourage you, but just always keep that in mind, when you're try to keep it somewhat reasonable. That's why, I like functional things like performance and reliability. The last thing I'm going to do is my pick and pull has some GS 300s. Oh, no shit. Nice. Yeah, if you got a GS 300 and it's a certain year, it's got to be like 2000. Let me see what year mine was. Hold on one second. Let me just pull up the picture. I took a picture of it when I was pulling the engine. It is a 2002 Lexus GS 300. So yeah, and it took me 3 days to get it out. So just remember, I don't know what it is like for yours, but typically they have a 98 to 2002. Oh, you're golden. You're golden, baby. There's a fucking 2J in that yard. Trust and believe. Unless somebody has scrounged all four, or what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless somebody has scrounged all four of those 2JZ engines, there's more than likely going to be a 2JZ either VVTI or non-VVTI sitting in that motherfucking yard. And they're not that hard to get out. I'll tell you, because I did it by myself, Captain. Not to toot my own fucking horn, but I did it by myself. And it's not like I'm a weak fuck. I've got my fair share of knowledge in and around cars, but yeah. My cars also at my yard were sketchily propped up by welded rims, like one rim on its side, another rim on here. So it was very fucking sketchily propped up. I slid under that bitch. I dropped the exhaust. I disconnected the transmission. I dropped the fucking drive shaft. I did all of it. I dropped the subframe. If you're doing it by yourself and you don't have people to help you get the engine up and out of the car, there's four big ass bolts. Okay, the 4 big ass bolts hold the subframe, right? And the engine mounts are on the subframe. After you've disconnected the exhaust manifold, after you've disconnected the intake manifold, the drive shaft, you're more than likely not going to be able to get the transmission out while it's in the car. You're more than likely going to have to pull the engine and trans out at the same time. Drop the subframe. I was having a very hard time getting the car out of the yard. The engine out of the car until I dropped the subframe. Once I dropped that subframe down, bro, she fucking slid out. The engine basically fell out of the car, and it really only took me 2 days to get it done. And I would have had it out that one day or the second day if I had somebody to be able to come to the yard. Unfortunately, my dad was at a job site. He was doing work at a property, so I couldn't call him in for backup. And I don't have a whole bunch of friends. I just don't. I don't have brothers. I don't have siblings. I don't have, a bunch of cousins. My family members and shit are on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. So you more than likely will find a 2JZ at that yard, and I'm willing to bet you will get it for less than $500. If it's more than that, I would be blown away. But I'm willing to bet. Double check a couple things. See if you do some research on the 2J, obviously. Bro, you got to check this out when I get a chance. Yeah, most definitely. Check to see if it's a 2JZ. They're going to be GEs, so they're going to be naturally aspirated. The only difference between the GE and the GTE is a couple of things. There's like one extra oil hole. The head I'm sorry, not the head. Yeah, the head on the GE and the GTE are different. It's built, the GTE, aka the turbocharged variant, is built to flow better. It's got more aftermarket support for intake manifolds and exhaust manifolds, or turbo manifolds. What's the other thing I meant to tell you? Oh, the pistons. I don't know about the connecting rods, but I know the pistons are different. The compression ratio on a GE is much higher. It's like 11 to 1 or 11.5 to 1 to something like that. Whereas the GTE, the turbocharged variant, is around 8.5 to 1, if I'm not mistaken, or 9, because the last ideally, when you have a higher compression ratio, you've got a higher chance for detonation, which is not good. Detonation is what kills engines. So ideally, if you're planning on turbocharging it, not that you need to, the 2J is wonderful. It just happens to enjoy high amounts of boost and horsepower thrown at it. What I will tell you for sure is the 2J is a very robust engine. It is very heavy. It weighs about 650 pounds. If I'm recalling, she's a big girl. She's a big girl. She's got some heft, and it's all in that fucking cast iron block, I'll tell you. Anyways, though, definitely check it out. Try to pop to the yard, see if they have an engine. It's more than like if you're telling me that you've got 4 GS300s at the yard near you, you're more than likely gonna find a 2J sitting in one of those bitches. So pop the hoods, get over there. If you got friends, call them up, tell them, hey guys, we need to go get this engine out of my car. And if there's more than one engine there and your guys have got project cars, tell them, hey, listen, if you help me get this 2J out of this motherfucker here, I will help you get that 2J out of that motherfucker there. Fuck it. We can even do it in the same week, the same weekend. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you have more than one person and you're not doing this shit yourself and you have tools, like I don't even have elaborate ass tools. The one tool I had to go out and purchase was a high torque impact wrench. Did I need it? No. Did it help? Yes. I got a high torque impact wrench, 880 foot-pounds of torque, of nut-busting torque. In fact, I call it the Nutbuster 9000 now. She's a little sentimental. I got that entire fucking 2JZ engine out of the car. I'm talking about subframe lowered, drive shaft disconnected, exhaust disconnected, you name it, miscellaneous nuts and bolts in the engine bay. I got those fuckers disconnected and out. Guess how much battery I had left on this fucking Milwaukee high torque impact wrench after doing all of that, from engine in the car to engine out of the car? It was a 5 amp hour battery. I had like 3 or 4 of them. Oh, the other thing too is I got a an angle grinder. I got an angle grinder because I didn't give a fuck about the car. So you know what I did? I took the bumper off of it. I took the nose off. I fucking hammered off the metal bumper underneath the bumper skin, the actual metal bumper piece. I fucking hammered that off. I'm over here cutting off the nose of the car. I'm ripping out the headlights. I feel bad because I did a fucking number on that GS300, but I'll tell you what, I took that fucking donor heart. I took the heart right out of that bitch, and she's going into something way more meaningful. So sorry, but the GS300 just had to die a little bit for me to get that engine out. But if you have an angle grinder, more likely it's going to be hard to get power in the yard. So if you have funds to acquire a high torque impact wrench, I would do it. It'll be your friend. It is definitely helpful when you have to break those the crank pulley bolt loose, the subframe bolts, just about everything else you should be able to do with either a 3/8 or 1/2 inch ratchet, as long as you have up to about let's call it like 20 mil. Everything's going to be metric. 10, 12, 14 are going to get you a lot of that engine apart. I even cut the fucking wire harness. I'm in there with wire cutters. I'm fucking cutting everything, dude. I'm cutting sensors, you name it. I usually leave a little bit of wire and then I'll leave the sensors in the engine. But yeah, dude, I fucking butchered that GS300 to get that 2J out. Because I'll tell you what, before my dad got married, like a year ago, we were going to go to the yard because we found one when we were grabbing a part for my stepmom's Ford Fiesta. Well, I was like, hey Dad, let's go see what they got in the Toyota in the JDM section, Toyota, Lexus, whatever, Honda, Hoopty, whatever the fuck. So we were over there looking, and lo and behold, at the very furthest back part of the line, up next to the barbed wire fucking electric fence, lo and behold, the hood is already off of this car. Somebody's already did a number on this thing. I could immediately tell it was a 2JZ because not only the valve cover has a very distinctive look to it, or not the valve cover, I'm sorry, the valve, I don't know what you call it. It like covers the ignition coils and shit. The valve covers are different. I don't know what the fuck it's called. But the plastic part that covers the valley where the ignition coil is, because it's plug on coil and ignition coil on 3 and 3, so all 6 of them. But the moment I seen that fucking intake cam, I could tell, because it's a big fucker. If it's got VVTi, it's gonna have a big ass variable valve timing cam. What's the name? Cam. Yeah, intake cam. It's gonna be a about 30 degrees intake. Advance and retardation of the timing, which you can get about 60 foot-pounds of torque in the low end on the VVTi engines. But yeah, you're fucking golden. The moment I seen that, I knew it was a 2J. Unfortunately, we were not able to get it. We were going to have when we had family members out here for my dad's wedding and shit, we were going to try to facilitate a day to go to the yard. Unfortunately, things like that it just didn't work out like that. So right before Christmas of last year, like, I don't know, a month ago, basically, almost right before Christmas, like a couple days before, like probably like, I don't know, a week before if I had to guess, I went to the yard. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's go to the pick apart, let's see if the fucking 2J is still there. So like I said, I'm popping hoods, I'm looking through, because I went to the I remember the spot where that car was at. It was a golden ES300, IS300, something like that. I don't remember the year on it. She had a little bit of rear end damage, hence why she was totaled out. Not there, Captain. She was gone, like her name was fucking Sean. Okay. So when I saw that the car was gone, I was kind of disappointed. But I was like, you know what? It's not the only Lexus in the row. Let's keep checking the Lexuses. So I'm popping hoods. I'm checking ES300, GS300, IS300. I'm looking. I'm finding V8, fucking you name it, V whatever the fuck. And then lo and behold, white GS300, 2002, the one I showed you a picture of. Pop the hood, right? And mind you, these cars don't start. They're in various stages of fucking molested. I hate to use that word, but fucking absolutely butchered. So I popped the hood on this GS300, and lo and behold, I look at the engine sticker, 2JZ GE, baby. 2JZ, no shit. It's like a gift from the gods. I'll be honest with you, I can't even believe that I have a 2J sitting outside. I can't believe it. The words that come out of my mouth when I say I have a 2JZ engine, they're almost unfathomable. Unfathomable. Fuck. But anyways, like I said, if you got some friends, go to the yard, get them to help you out. Bring everything from 10 mil. Fuck it. If you have a metric set. If you don't have a metric set, go get a metric set. You're going to need it. Everything on that car is going to be metric. From 10 mil to 14 is going to get you most of the way. The big boys you're going to need, I got a set that went from 10 to 20 of impact, what's the name? Impact sockets. They're deep impact sockets. So I got those bad boys, and those did the trick. And then I also brought a breaker bar. If you're gonna need it, bring a cheater bar. Bring a fucking, what's the name for it? A jack handle. Bring a jack handle. You're gonna probably need it for if you don't have a high torque impact wrench or impact gun, a power tool one, right? Because you're not gonna be able to get power in the yard more than likely. Bring a fucking a cheater bar and bring a breaker bar. And like I said, I am 5'7" on a good day, 130, 140 pounds. If you have friends, you will be able to get that 2JZ out possibly in one day. So enough about my 2J rant, but I would tell you that's what I would grab. Is it going to fit in the Yada? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. You might have to do some hammering. You might even have to do a little frame extension. I hate to say it, but when you pop the hood and they see that there's a 2JZ in your Miata, it's going to be hitting a little different. I'll tell you that for sure. Anyways, though, Harry Hamilton, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you showing some interest and asking about it. Absolutely. Let me go ahead and put the prompter back on the camera so I can see the chat again. Ta-da. But yeah, anyways, yeah, go ahead and take your ass to that yard. Bring some tools, bring some friends, maybe bring some Coca-Colas, some snacks, and you'll more than likely have that engine out. If not the same day, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days if you run into some hiccups. Oh, bring some penetrating lube. Bring some penetrating oil. PB, parts breaker, WD-40, whatever you got, bring it. Soak the bolts, like more specifically the exhaust manifold bolts. Things that are going to be on there that have been heat cycled that might just snap. Last thing you want to do is have a bolt snap. Yeah, that's important. That's important. Oh, the most important part. 12-point bihexagonal head bolt removal tool. There's two people I know that make them. Snap-on, part number SAD-M10E. About $65. It's really like $37, but you're going to need that for getting those head bolts out, for getting the head off. Reason I know is because I thought it was 10 mil. When you go to take that head off, make sure that you clean out those head bolts. Take a little brush, take an old toothbrush, whatever you got. Fuck it, a wire brush, anything that you can find, really. A rag, you name it. Get some brake clean, spray it in all 14 of those head bolts, and clean them out. They're more than likely going to be oil, gunk, grime in those head bolts. The other one, CTA Tools, part number 9292, if I'm not mistaken. 12-point bihexagonal. It is not a Torx. It is not a 10 millimeter. What is the name? Allen. It is not Allen. It is not Torx, and it is not triple square. It is bihexagonal. 12-point bihexagonal. It is a very special tool. You're gonna need it for getting the head bolts off. Like I think you might have just jumped back in, but I will say it again. Everything from 10 to about 20 metric should be golden. Bring a jack handle as a cheater bar. Bring a breaker bar if you got it. You're gonna need 3/8 and 1/2 inch. That should do the trick. Bring parts breaker, PB penetrating oil, WD-40, whatever you got. Bring it. Bring some rags. You're gonna need them. She's probably gonna make a good mess like mine did. And what's the other thing? Oh, when you get her home, you're gonna need a special tool in order to remove the head. This is just about the only specialty tool you should need. CTA Tools, part number 9292. Or Snap-on Tools, SAD-M10E. They are not Allen, they are not triple square, and they are not... Fuck, what is the other one? Not Allen, not triple square, and not Torx. They are a 12-point bihexagonal Toyota head bolt removal tool. The only two that I could find is CTA Tools, part number 9292, and Snap-on Tools, part number SAD-M10E. I bought the Snap-on one. I ordered the CTA Tools one. It wasn't going to show up in time. In fact, I think I ordered the last one, and then they were, out of stock on Amazon. But you're going to need that in order to get the head bolts off. Make sure you clean out the head bolts before you remove them. Also, 2JZ factory service manual. You do not need to get a hard copy. You can go online. There's a website that sells one for about $15. It's a digital one. You can have it on your phone as a PDF. There's a certain orientation in how certain things are removed. More specifically, the timing components, how you remove the timing belt. These are interference engines, if I'm not mistaken. Last thing you want to do is bend a valve, unless, of course, you're replacing them. But definitely want to keep that in mind. And then head bolts. The head bolts are removed and installed in a specific pattern. And I actually remember the pattern, believe it or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So going from the intake side right here and the exhaust side here, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I could draw that out. Maybe I'll throw it up in the video when I publish this video, but I'll probably put something on screen, the diagram. That's very important. Remember, not Allen, not Torx, not triple square. 12-point bi-hexagonal Toyota head bolt removal tool. I removed the first 3 head bolts from my engine with a 10mm Allen key. Okay? Do not use a 10mm Allen key. You will round, and I repeat, you will round off those head bolts. The last thing you want to do is round off those head bolts. If you round off those head bolts, there's really only 2 ways you're getting them off. Well, there's really almost only one way you're getting them off, and it's by drilling the head bolt. Not fun. You're going to need a very hard drill bit in order to get it off. Ask me how I know. Believe it or not, I actually didn't have to drill the head bolt. I got the first 2 head bolts loose, so 1 and 2. So intake, right behind the intake cam cap is number 1, and then on the exhaust side at the rear of the valve cover is number 2. Actually, and then I got the third, so it was number 4 for me. So then intake rear number 3, and then exhaust right behind the exhaust cam cap number 4. I stuck my 10mm Allen right in there, right? I had it on a breaker bar. And as I'm going with the breaker bar, because I cracked the first 3 loose, I'm going back and forth with this breaker bar. I'm, and then she's got a little fucking shimmy to her. I'm like, it's not supposed to feel like that, Captain. It's not supposed to feel like that. So I pop it out. And then the oh shit moment hit me. That's not the right fucking tool for the job, Captain. So I realized that it is not 10mm Allen. Don't use 10mm Allen. It's only got 6 points. It is a 12-point head bolt. 6 points compared to 12. 6, if you use a 6-point in a 12-point head bolt, you're more than likely going to round them off, because the difference between having twice as many points for the head bolt is head bolts need a specific amount of torque to torque them down properly so the head stays on the engine, right? Explosion, boom, 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 blow the head off, right? Don't want that to happen. Well, the 12 points are utilized in high torque applications because the additional 6 points of the 12-point compared to the 6 provides a lot more clamping force when you're torquing it down. Not clamping force as in it makes it stronger, but it makes it so that it doesn't round off the head when you're installing them or when you're removing them, because they take so much force. So the 12 points grips way more than 6. And I believe that the angles on the 12-point are way different than on the 6-point. I'm pretty sure it's like 90 every 45 degrees or every 90 degrees or every 120 degrees. I'm not 100% sure because I forget, but yeah. Don't round off your head bolts on your 2JZ. Short of hammering a $67 snap-on socket in there if you didn't fuck them completely, and then proceeding to it off, yeah, you're going to have to drill that head bolt out. They're very hard. You do not want to do it. Use the right tool for the job. That's the only specialty tool you're going to need. Ask me how I know. Anyways, though, that's enough about my rant about the 2J and how I acquired it and how I got the head off of mine and how I learned that it's not a 10mm Allen hex. Good news is I'm not the only person that made that mistake. Like I said, clean out those head bolts. You know, pick up some wire brushes. They make some that are like, they go on like a screwdriver. Use compressed air if you've got it. Use brake clean in a rag. Definitely use brake clean. Clean out those head bolts. Get the right head bolt removal tool. You're going to be golden. You're going to be able to get those head bolts off without a problem. If you don't have one, get yourself a good breaker bar. That part number is CTA Tools 9292 or Snap-on SAD-M10E. Those are the two. I think there was one more. I think there was one more manufacturer that made a 12 point bi-hexagonal head bolt removal tool for the Toyota. I think it was Fukuoka or some shit like that. But CTA Tools or Snap-on is going to be your best bet. I used the Snap-on one. The one that I fucked the threads on, which was number 4 at the front of the exhaust valve cover, I had to hammer. I'm sitting there for like 5 minutes, dude, because I wanted to make sure if I'm hammering this $67 Snap-on fucking socket right into this bad boy, I want to make sure she's fully seated before I started to round off the threads with the 10 mil because it's 6 point compared to 12, and I started to do some damage to it. Well, the last thing I wanted to do was really damage it and get myself in a real shit predicament where I couldn't get the head off, because guess what? I was able to remove all 13 other head bolts. There's 14 in total, right? And they're supposed to be removed in a specific pattern, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, I removed all 13 of the other ones and left number 4 in there because, well, I knew I was probably going to do it. So what I proceeded to do was hammer my $67 Snap-on Tools socket in there. Ting, 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 for like 5 minutes straight until I made sure she was not going in any further. So when I knew that it was fully seated, I fucking grabbed that 1/2 inch breaker bar. I throw that bitch on there. I'm like, all right, now it's going to be now or never. Or I'm going to have to drill this head bolt out, which is not going to be fun. AKA drill through the head portion, right? Until it's just bolt, right? Where then you can lift it off of the head bolt, right? They're hardened steel. They're not meant to be drilled out. So I was able, thankfully, I'll be honest with you, I was blown away when I cracked that fucking head bolt loose and it came off. I really was not anticipating it to happen. I was thinking I was gonna have to drill it, which would not be fun, would not be good. Good news is though, other people before me learned that problem. They've learned that back. I found a thread, believe it or not, dating back to like 2007 of people making the same mistake, thinking it's a 10 millimeter Allen hex because, you know, typically there's going to be grime and shit in the head bolts. So it's easy to misunderstand it for a 10 millimeter Allen when you look in the head bolt and it looks like it's a 6 point, when in reality there's so much oil, grime, whatever grime in the head bolt, and you don't realize that it's a 12 point. More specifically, you don't realize that it's a specialty tool that they're not going to have anywhere. They're not going to have it at AutoZone. They're not going to have it at O'Reilly. They're not going to have it at Home Depot. You're going to have to order it specially. Anyways, like I said, enough about my 2JZ rant. Thank y'all for listening. I'm going to jump back into working on this assignment because I am this close to being done with it. I've worked on this assignment for probably 11 hours already, and I'm tired of doing it. Anyways, though. Yeah, that's enough of my rant about the 2JZ and how I got the head off. Use the right tool for the job. That's the only specialty tool you're going to need. Okay. Oh, no, you're good, man. You're good. No, it's no problem at all. I seen you pop in the chat, and I'm gonna entertain the chat if people come in here. I just don't always have people, jumping in the chat and down to chop it up. Believe it or not, when you first popped in, I thought I missed you in the chat because I was on the phone with my guy for like, not my guy, not my boyfriend. I'm not gay. I was on the phone with my friend. Fucking hell. I'm getting canceled after that. All jokes aside, though, no, I was on the phone with one of my friends, and he was needing some help because he's been doing YouTube and shit. So I was just helping him understand how to use vidIQ, help with SEO, search engine optimization, shit like that. But yeah, appreciate the tips. Didn't mean to interrupt. You texted a buddy. We're potentially going to see if they're gutted or not. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Getting the engine out is a task. If you're telling me that you've got 4 in the yard around that year, you're more than likely going to come across more than one 2J. I would say your odds of finding a 2J in that yard are 50% or higher. So, like I said, make sure you bring penetrating lubricant, 10. If you got a metric set, bring a metric set. You're going to need everything from 10 to about 22-ish to get that engine out. If you can, or if you have somebody, if your dad or somebody, uncle, whoever has one, high torque impact wrench. You're going to want it. You're going to need it. It's not going to need it, but having it is a luxury compared to having to break certain bolts like those head bolt, not the head bolts, I'm sorry, the subframe bolts. The subframe bolts, the Nutbuster 9000 did a number on those and cracked them off. Like I said, I left the yard with the entire engine out and only 1 bar of battery used on that high torque impact wrench. So it'll do the trick. And throw some parts breaker, PB. It comes in a can. I'm sure you've seen it before. PB penetrating oil. Soak down certain things that have been on there that have been heat soaked, like the exhaust manifold bolts. Do the intake manifold bolts. Anything that might break, you don't want it to break, so that'll do the trick. You got 2 or 3 guys that can tag along and just don't know when I'll have the funds and time. Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. That's why I'm at a standstill with my project. I've got the engine completely torn out. Now it's time to, do the buying of the parts. Oh, you got to buy, and I'm going to do it right. I want to just, at the end of the day, when I put that engine back in that car, when I made it up to that fully built R154 transmission that's brand new and needs to be broken in, same with the engine, I want to do it once. I want to do it right. So I definitely feel you on that. Buying engine parts, buying pistons, buying valves, fucking buying cams, buying rods. That shit gets expensive quickly. With just those 4 words I said, I just spit 4,000, 5,000 out of my mouth. So yeah, it's not cheap, but if she makes sure that the engine turns over, so before you remove the crank pulley bolt, it's torqued in there to about 200 and some odd pounds, 230, 270, something like that. I think it's like 235 or something, 236. Throw your half-inch socket on there, or your half-inch breaker bar. I think it's like a 22 or an 18. And put your cheater bar, aka your jack handle. Bring a jack handle. You're going to want it. If you don't have a high torque impact, bring a jack handle. Throw it on your half-inch breaker bar, your half-inch ratchet. It'll work wonders. You're technically not supposed to do it, but everybody does it. That'll get it off. And I'm not necessarily saying so you can get the crank pulley bolt out. What I'm referring to is so you can rotate the crank. You want to rotate the crank and see. Don't go like crazy. I realized it was an interference engine after I did that. My timing belt was chopped. So basically, as I was rotating it, I didn't have to worry about the valves hitting the pistons, because I'm pretty sure they are an interference engine. I'm sure you know what an interference engine is, but if you don't, there's a difference between interference and non-interference engines. Basically, if your timing belt snaps and you're fucking sending her and it's running with an interference motor, well, it's called interference because, the pistons and the valves will become best friends and they will be bent. More specifically, the valves. So keep that in mind. Don't go crazy with it, but if you can, like my timing belt on my engine was chopped. Somebody chopped it before I got there. So when I got there, I plucked the cams out. I plucked the valve covers off. I plucked the cams out. And I threw a breaker bar and the jack handle on the crank pulley bolt, and I made sure that it could spin. Obviously, if you've got a seized motor, it's a little bit more work in regard to having to tear it down. And at the end of the day, if it's coming out of an automatic, chances are that engine is going to be in very good condition. Inspect the car for front end damage, inspect the car for rear end damage. They're more than likely going to be rear end or side damage, possibly front, but most of the ones I've seen at my yard were rear end damage. So, but yeah, other than that, it should be golden. Should be able to get it out. And if, like I said, if you've got 2 to 3 guys that could tag along and get it out with you, man, you might even be able to get out of that yard with a 2J in one day. And for a steal, and as in like not a $2,000 to $5,000 2JZ. But yeah, like I said, enough about my rant. Wasn't trying to go off on a tangent, but I figured I'd give you as much information because guess what? I learned it myself. And I'm not going to gatekeep that shit. Anyways, I'm going to go grab another water. I'll be right back. All right. Okay. We got some water. I like my water cold. Call me bougie. I don't give a fuck. I live in the desert. Last thing I enjoy is drinking hot water. I'd rather off myself than drink hot water. Anyways, yeah. Yes, sir. What the fuck? All right. Let me go ahead and let me cut some of these lights off because I don't want to be fucking getting beamed. Cool. And we're going to go back to Elgato 4K. And let me pop my green screen back up. All right, and we just gotta activate the chroma key real quick. Ta-da! All right, now we're back. We got the stars, baby. It's like a fucking Rolls Royce Wraith in here. We got the fucking stars in the ceiling. Well, the stars on the wall, and they twinkle. Would you look at that? It's my favorite part about having the green screen. To you, they twinkle. To me, it's just a green screen. But, you know, magician never reveals his tricks. Or whatever they say. Anyways, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Thank you for asking some questions. You've been the... I usually don't do a whole lot of talking other than just, like, talking about whatever I'm working on. If people pop in, I will absolutely answer questions. I'll fucking yap it up. I'm a yapper. What can I say? I'm a yertified yapper. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. I'll talk your ear off from here to next year. So if you got any questions, like I said, just DM me. Send me a message if you got any questions, if you get stuck with anything. Oh, the other thing too is if you don't feel like buying it, I can hook you up with a PDF version of the 2JZ factory service manual for the engine. If you look online, The factory service manual is like $250 for a fucking used book, like a physical copy. I'll show you real quick because I have it. Not the physical copy. I have a digital version, but I could probably share it with you for free. Let me just pull it up real quick. Aha, right here. Engine Toyota 2JZ GTE engine repair manual. So this is all PDF. Like 300 pages. This tells you everything from like diagnostic shit to how to do a compression check, how to check the valve clearance, how to remove the engine, you name it, ignition timing, idle speed, timing belt components. It's funny actually. It shows a little 2J. It's got the 2J nose. So funny. Or the Mark IV Super, whatever. Hold on, let me turn my brightness down. My camera's not liking it. Hello? Hello? There we go. All right. Yeah, this is a little Mark IV. A little Mark IV. Oh man, iconic, baby. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so honest with you. When you get that 2J out of the yard, you're gonna be shitting bricks, brother. It's literally, like I said, unfathomable. Fuck. I'm good at pronunciation, but apparently I just found the one word I can't fucking pronunciate. Damn it. You need one for my car alone? Nice. Yeah, I'm telling you, like I said, if you said that there's several GS 300s around that year in there, there's like a 50% chance that you're going to find one. And that's not a slim chance. That's like a fucking, if not a greater percentage that you're going to find one. I mean, fucking, you might even find 4 2Js in the yard, I'll be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure what years they were in. Hold on. I can tell you right now, we've got ChatGPT. It's like Google 3.0. And that's the other thing I was going to tell you. If you can find one that's got an automatic transmission, the chances of that engine being beat on compared to a manual are way slimmer. Like, if you find one in a manual, in a automatic, it's going to be more than likely in pretty fucking mint condition. Says the Lexus GS300 came with the 2JZ GE engine in the following model years: 1993 through 1997, first generation S140, equipped with the non-VVTi 2JZ GE engine. 1998 through 2005, second generation, also known as the S160, equipped with the VVTi 2JZ GE engine. Okay, so 93 through 97 is the first gen. It's also known as an S140. These have the non-VVTi 2JZ GE naturally aspirated engine. 98 through 2005 is the second generation, also referred to as a S160. These are equipped with a VVTi 2JZ GE engine. And it's funny, actually. It says, because ChatGPT knows, because I'm always chatting with ChatGPT. It says, since you pull the 2002 Lexus GS300 engine, it has the 2JZ GE VVTi variant, which features variable valve timing for improved efficiency and power delivery compared to the earlier non-VVTi version. Oh, I definitely understand having to sit on it for a while. So I'll have to modify my whole frame and everything. Yeah. You might just have, I don't know if anybody's ever put a 2J in a Miata. I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah, you might have to do a little lengthening and modification to get her in there. But yeah, do some research. And I'm not trying to tell you that this is the path that you have to go down, but like I said, you have a pick part. You have more than likely a high chance of finding a 2JZ there. whether it be VVTI or non-VVTI. The only difference, anyways, between the VVTI and the non-VVTIs is the different head. You can get for crying out loud, I'm probably going to be getting rid of my VVTI head, or maybe I'll use it, but you can even swap to a GTE VVTI head. You can switch different pistons and rods, and now you've got a lower compression ratio compared to a higher compression ratio. That's one thing that you're definitely gonna have to keep in mind. Not that you can't use it, because if your power goals are a modest, 400, 500, the stock bottom end can take that. The stock bottom end can take like 400 to 500 on stock pistons, on stock rods, you name it. But yeah, I know it'll take some time, and I know it takes some time and money and effort to acquire parts, and yeah, I definitely understand that. But at the end of the day, I would not recommend any other engine, because at the end of the day, there really is no better engine. I mean, some people claim the LSX and things of that nature. I don't know. I'm not if you want a fucking V8, sure, but inline six, V6, there's no better engine than 2J. I mean, for crying out loud, even the RBs aren't as good as the 2J. 2JZ engine is literally known for being the most reliable and robust engine out there, hands down, for making power. I mean, for crying out loud, on the low end of the spectrum, they're making 5 to 800 reliably. On the high end, they're making 1500 plus. So yeah. Do some research, figure out what type of transmission you're probably going to need, figure out things like that. Check to see if she spins over, not as in get in and try to see if it cranks. If you can, great. More than likely, the cars are not going to start. The GS300s have a digital dash, so if they're butchered, you're more than likely not going to be able to check what the mileage is on it unless it's written on the glass or on the car somewhere. But yeah, just make sure she's not completely cowbunged, as in like fucking crunched in engine. And other than that, you should be pretty mint. Shoot for an auto. If you can find one in an auto, check the year model. Remember, S140, 93 through 97, non-VVTI. 97 through 2005, VVTI, S160. Other than that, you're pretty fucking golden. I'm sorry, 98 through 2005 is a S160, which has got VVTI. Excuse me. Whew. With a job this weekend. But if you're not busy coming up soon, we can go out to eat. Oh, shit. Oh shit. Yo, you know you really gotta play it slick too. You gotta play the long game. It's a long game, Captain. I'm a fucking video gamer though. I could play the long game, Captain. Shit. I mean, you know what's really funny is I'm a cook too. I love cook. I'm not a cook. I'm not a chef, but I can chef and I can cook, if you know what I mean. But yeah, fucking yeah. It's funny too because I was like, you know, I can cook, and I was sending her pictures of food and shit that I made. I was like, you know, I'll give you the option. We can either go out to eat, or you can come over and I can cook for you. But I enjoy cooking at the end of the day, so. But don't be surprised you get served twice in one night. I have to help him with a job this weekend. Fucking hell. Yeah, bro. It's like playing fucking... You think you're playing checkers and the whole time you're playing chess. Gotta win them over with grilling and shit. Yeah, you already know what's up. Dude, I fucking made these gyros recently. Hold on, I'll show you a picture of these. These shits came out so good. It's funny because I just made the same thing tonight. Sheesh. Right here, bro. Oh, wait. Hold on. The green screen makes it look like it's moldy. Hold on. We gotta make the fucking Rolls Royce roof stars disappear real quick. Making my sandwich look all moldy and shit. There we go. Sheesh. Hold on, we got one with the hot sauce on it. Fucking hell. Yeah, I love cooking though, man. That shit comes out so good. Making fucking wings and shit. BLTs? Oh my god. Fucking BLTs? Sheesh. But no, I fucking love cooking, bro. Shit is so fun. Some people too are like, they can't cook for I hate to fucking laugh. They were like, oh man, all I can cook is ramen. Like, bro, you better learn how to cook some shit. I don't know if you're short of, I mean, unless you want to pay for, let me put it, oh, hold on. Let me show you what I cooked for myself for New Year's. Bro, take a look at this shit here. Where's it at? Right here. Oh my fucking goodness. I cooked this for myself on New Year's. Fucking hell, my guy. Sheesh. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Fucking arugula salad with Parmesan. And a fucking perfectly cooked steak with fucking chimichurri. Basted with the garlic butter and the fucking rosemary and thyme. Fucking hell. How else could he turn? I mean, I don't even have to say anything sexual. Just send her fucking pictures of food. Oh my god. All jokes aside though, I love cooking. You know, I think it's a great skill to have, so unless you like to spend $150, $200 on every time you want to go out to dinner, you know. Fucking A, I can go to the grocery store, spend $50 if that, and be fucking straight. I mean, that's probably what I spent for my dinner. Steak was $10, fucking what, 15 if that. Nice fucking New York strip with a good fat cap, good little marble. Dude. Fucking mashed potatoes, that's cheap. That's like $5. I don't know. I like cooking too because at the end of the day, I also avoid certain shit. Like I avoid dairy. Probably sounds funny, but I avoid dairy because it fucks with me bad. And I avoid gluten, which is wheat. It's in a lot of shit. Dairy and wheat are in a lot of shit, so it's kind of hard to go out certain places and order certain things and not be getting fucked up by gluten and dairy. It fucks with my stomach real bad. It feels like somebody's stabbing with an 8-inch double-bladed knife and they're spinning it. I haven't had that pain in a long time. I used to have to go to the doctors for it. Had my fucking appendix removed. I had been diagnosed with IBS, so I do my best to stick to a strict diet. That way I don't have to go through that pain because it's not fun, and I don't smoke cannabis anymore, so I don't have that to help me. Anyways, though, not trying to give you my whole fucking background story. Yeah, I just find cooking fun. You have leftovers most of the time, and you're not gonna spend fucking $150 for a potentially mediocre meal. Like, think about it. You go out to a fucking place and $100 just for dinner, right? For tax tip and out the door, you're paying $150. It's like, dude, I could have fucking cooked dinner for a week with $150. You know what I mean? I'm single. I go to the grocery store, probably spend $150 a week, or not a week, but you know what I mean? For like 2 weeks, I'm straight. Fucking breakfast, lunch, dinner, fucking $150 on one night. Fucking blow it away. There goes my money out the door. I got fucking cars I want to build and shit. I got camera gear to acquire, lenses to purchase. Fuck do I look like spending $150 on a fucking mid-ass meal where the service might be decent? Like, nah. No, sir. You want to make birria? Oh my God, birria. Birria tacos, bro. Birria tacos are so fire. Literally 80 at the cheapest, and that adds up. Yeah, that shit does add up. Dude. Yeah, 80 for 2 people is if you're lucky. That's why, being single is great and all until, it sucks. But being single, bro, I can go out for fucking lunch and dinner for, $20. I can leave spending $30, $25 with the tip. What? You start adding on another person, oh, shit, I don't know what you're going to order. You might pick the fucking most expensive thing on the menu. It's like, oh, man, I'm leaving spending $150, $200. That's a pair of shoes right there, baby. That's like halfway to some ARP head bolts for my engine I'm building. Fucking hell. That's a fucking phone. That's like a fucking car insurance payment. Fucking hell. That's gas for a month. That's like gas for 2 months, 3 months. Fucking A. But yeah, all jokes aside, I find it way more affordable to cook. Some people can't fucking stand it. I don't really care. I'm a perfectionist. I like to take my time with shit. And the other thing is, the last thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to let it fucking piss me off. I mean, you got to eat, right? So guess what? You got to cook. Same with buying water. Perfect example, buying water, right? I don't buy water anymore. You know why I don't buy water anymore? Because I bottle it myself. And I'm not just talking about out the tap. I have an 11-stage RO system. This water is the best water I've ever tasted, and it's alkaline. And guess what? I save myself about $800 to $1,500 a year by not having to go to the fucking grocery store, buy the water, and then transport it back home. Fuck do I got to do that for? Spent $200 on an RO system. Installed it myself. No longer have to buy water as an expense. Sometimes you just gotta work smarter and not harder. What must I say? Hold on one second. I'm about to grab a hoodie. Fucking getting cold. Gotta work smarter, not harder, baby. Oh, man. Yeah, I just made chicken. For Gyro Tacos. I already got everything prepped. That's why soon here I'm probably going to kick rocks so I can make my food, my dinner. It's already 10:10 here on the West Coast. That's much better. Fucking hell. You know what? I don't care. We're dropping the green screen. It's cool and all to have the stars in the background, but sometimes I don't like how much I just like the room ambiance. Hey Siri, turn on the studio lamp. It's like magic, baby. I know, that's what I've been working on. I have this session. Here, I'll play it real quick. I have this fucking session I had to work on for 10 hours, dude. Literally. Fucking pain in the ass. Yo, I'll be honest with you. The 2J excitement hits like a crack pipe. That shit will have you fucking stoked. But yeah, when you get a chance, get some friends together, pop on over, check it out, and more, like I said, more than likely you're gonna find a 2J. If you can find one in an auto, it'll be more than likely in really good condition, because there's only so much that you can beat on the engine with an auto. Like, you know, you can dog an engine on an auto, but it's not the same that you can fucking absolutely obliterate an engine with a manual by just doing dumb shit. Like, for example, if you try to do a burnout, or like, you know, you try to fucking drop gear in an auto, you're more than likely gonna be doing damage to the trans more than anything over the engine, you know? Yeah, most definitely. And like I said, if you got any questions or anything, you can either hit me on here or on Instagram. This page doesn't have as much followers. Also, I'll put it in the chat. This is my car page. That's if you want. I'm not saying that you got to go follow me over there. I'm not a beggar, but if you that's the page that I have more traction on, like more followers, more posts and shit like that. And let me go ahead and just pin this comment. Or can I pin it? I don't know how to do it. I don't know if I can even fucking pin it. But that's my car page. If you want to message me, you can message me on here or there, either or. That's me on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So it does the trick. Yeah, I got you, man. Go ahead and check it out. I also, you know, I could always pull it up too. I got it. It's funny, actually. I was just showing people my page the other day. Ta-da! We're going to disappear on camera real quick. I know, red's my favorite color. I got some full carbon fiber trim for this bad boy too. I got a carbon fiber insert here, air dam. It's not fully installed yet. I have to reinstall it. I originally used tape, but I got to find a better way. I might mold it. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. Carbon fiber wiper cowl, trim down the sides. I know that this is high. I gotta bring it down here. I gotta fuck with it. It's not fully fixed yet. I gotta attach it better. All the way around, B pillars, you name it. But yep, that's a good old project car. And this is my other page. Hold on, let me just pull this up. Yo, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Alright, what the fuck did I just click on? Alright. Yep. Anyways, though, yep, that's my, I don't know why it's not showing the picture of the car. Oh, there we go. But yeah, let me go ahead and pull yours up real quick. I got you. Fucking... Bing bong. Fucking long dong 420, bro. That is fucking hilarious. Oh, bro. Oh, okay. I see. Private. I gotta wait. I'm a peasant. I can't just be peeping from afar. It's all good. I'll run your follow up too. So it's cool. Get my other page too. Let's see if somebody messaged me on here. Pops. People are always trying to sell me shit. Get this one girl who's always trying to fucking send me what the fuck is it? Oh, I don't even know if I can show that on stream. Nah, it's cool. That's cool. I got you. Oh, there we go, dude. It's fucking clean and it's red too. That's fucking clean. I know, this shit looks so happy. Yay! Ass car. Hey, mine's got pop-ups too. I know you probably seen them. Mine's got pop-ups. I just haven't popped mine up very often. This is my other page. Fuck it. It's cool. Yes, sir. Had to drop a little funk. Yeah, that shit is clean. Bro, that fucking red is nice. I'll be honest with you, Mazda has a really nice red. And I'll say that even today, even on their modern cars, like I've seen their new red, that shit is so fucking clean.
Help me! There's a gangster! I'm not a gangster, son. You're black!
What the fuck? Dude, I'm gonna get canceled for laughing. Snowflakes are melting in 2025. No shit, 300,000 miles? That's fucking clean. Bro, that's fucking clean for 300,000 miles. Is that factory paint? Nice fucking spot. Nice spot at golden hour. You couldn't have chosen. This is my favorite one so far. This is a fucking beautiful spot with the clouds and the fucking the sunset. That's fucking nice. All right, I got you, bro. Drop some likes on your shit. But yeah, keep posting it, bro. Keep posting it. You're already working on it. You already got tags and shit. You're straight, bro. You already got people fucking bookmarking it, which is good. Drop some love. But yeah, that thing's fucking clean, dude. A 2J would be fucking insane. It's wrapped. Oh, okay. Want to try and match the color though and get it painted in the future? Yeah. You know what I want to do? I want to do. I have to redo the paint on mine too. I got to do. I want to do. Fuck. I think it's Rosa Corsa. I think is the official name from Ferrari. You know what's funny too is I've gone to the gas station before and I've had like old people be like, "Nice Ferrari," which is so funny because like from afar, you know. Because it does kind of look like a Ferrari, and if you don't really know what you're talking about, I could totally misunderstand the Supra being you know a quote unquote Ferrari. Yep, that's when we were tearing down the 7M. So this was the factory motor. Had about 100 and almost 40,000 miles on it. Not too bad. But it's almost a 40-year-old engine, you know. So I was originally going to use the 7M, but decided to go with the 2J, especially with, you know, the goalpost has kind of changed over time, you know. Yeah, bro, I love it. But yeah, keep up the good work, man. Keep posting it. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing the love. Yep, this color right here. This is the same red that I want. I mean, it's actually pretty damn close. Do I still have the stock motor? Yeah, I still have the stock motor. It's a 7M GTE. So it's basically the same as the not a whole lot different from the 2J. These are the 7Ms right here. I actually have it completely torn down too, all the way down to bare block. Bare block, bare heads. I have every accessory. I have all the bolts for it. Came out, she ran and drive. I got the stock ECU. I've got literally everything. Intake manifold. I got the fucking stock turbo, you name it. And it was 7M GTE. So they also made a 7M GE. Same with how there's the naturally aspirated, which is going to be the GE and the GTE. So the GE is obviously going to go for a lot cheaper. So as you can see, is there going to be one? Yeah, also, here's what you're looking at. For example, 2JZ GE, 1998 through 2005, VVTi. It's almost a $2,000 to $5,000 engine for what I call a steal, for getting it for fucking, what, 200, almost $300, 400, almost $500. But yeah, I have the full stock 7M GTE. Man, look at this one. This one looks fucking chooched. This one's been through some shit. But yeah, my engine was pretty clean, because I bought my car for like 10 grand back when I first got it. But yeah, I didn't realize that these engines are going for that much. Holy shit. Yeah, believe it or not, it's kind of funny that the 7M is going for more than a 2J is going right now. But if you look up a 2JZ GTE, which is the turbocharged from the factory engine, dude, it's fucking insane. It's like literally 5 to 10 grand for one of these engines. Yeah, look, 5, 7, 6, 9. Like, fucking absurd. You're smoking crack. You're smoking crack, habibi. What are you thinking? So, like I said, this is the one from the Aristo. So, the Aristo and the Mark IV Supra were the only two that ever had the GTE, to my knowledge. So, like you see right here, it says Aristo. 2JZ. That's the valve cover I was talking about too. That like blue, this shit here. It covers the valve covers, but it also covers the cam phasers, shit like that. And what I want to do for mine is I want to do a carbon cam cover. 2JZ. Oh, look at, that's the one right there. For the fucking VVTi, and it's a HKS part. Fucking sexy. Or this bad boy right here. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee. Oh, right there. Around the corner from my house. Did I pull a GTE? Nah, I pulled a GE. The GTE is only from the Aristo and the Mark IV Supra. And the Aristo is a JDM car that we never got here in the States. So nah, more than likely, the only thing you're going to find is going to be it's basically a Lexus. But yeah, you're gonna, here, let me go ahead and cut back to my camera. But yeah, you're gonna more than likely find, did I cut my video feed? I did, yeah. So yeah, if you do look for an engine, am I gonna turbo it? Yeah, I already have the turbo. I have the 6765, which I originally bought as a turbo kit, a full turbo kit. Hence why I have the turbo, the fucking downpipe, the turbo manifold, all that shit over there. That I got as what's the word? I got it as a turbo kit. I spent like $2 grand on it, not to flex it, but once again, shit's expensive. I spent like $2 grand and I got the turbo, fucking wastegate, downpipe, turbo manifold. I think I got some other things, but I pick up most of my parts from Drift Motion. So there's another website you'll probably find useful. Is called Drift Motion, and this is who I got my R154 from. These guys. Right here. Forget which one I got, but whatever. Did the upgrade. Yeah. This is who I got my transmission from. If I still have, can I log in actually? I might even have hold on 1 second. But yeah, these people here, Drift Motion, I actually know the owner. His name's Aaron. I went and I picked it up in California. They're based out of California, but they got HKS parts. They got a lot of stuff here. Yep, they got just about anything you'd need. Oh, there we go, my account. Ta-da. Yeah, I think I have my invoices from what I purchased last time. Got it in 2023. Yep. Low price of $42.45.98. Fucking hell. I guess I'm in 2022. Yep. So that was my turbo kit right here. This bad boy, which is not a 5958. I got a 6765. I don't know why this is labeled as something different. Do I swing my car at all? Well, being that my car looks this good, no. I mean, I try not to engage in too much bullshit just because I like my car and I paid, too much for my car to be doing some dumb shit with it. And I've got all carbon trim on mine, remember? So it's like, I mean, I'd be down to, hold on one second. I'd be down to once I get like the car built, but like not too crazy. Like I would in a reasonable location where I know I'm not gonna fucking wreck my shit. Yeah. But no, I haven't ever. Remember, my car was stock, baby, stock. She was stock. I was making 200 horsepower, if that, on an auto. So the fact that I'm doing a manual swap, like I have to get pedals. There's so much I have to do. Oh yeah, you literally, I just want to street mine out. You're talking tracks or anything? I'd be down to go to a track or something like that. Yeah, for sure. It'll be fun, but I just don't want to. I don't want to wreck my car because like my shit is nice, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to fuck my shit up. Fucking total it. You know what I mean? If it was a fucking beater, like if she was chotched, I wouldn't really care. But no, my car has really roughly always been in pretty good condition. Like I bought it in pretty mint condition. Like if I go back on my Instagram, you can see what it looks like. These were the pictures that were posted online when I bought it. So stock saw blades. I still have the rims and everything. Factory trim. This is before I did the clears with the chrome housing. Interior is still stock. I haven't done anything with it. I want to do some what are the name of them? Brides. I want to do some bride racing seats. I want to do aftermarket steering wheel. I like the gray. Gray's low key, looks clean. I want to do carbon here, carbon center area. I want to do this all carbon around the gauges in here. I like carbon. Carbon is my chrome. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, and it's like, don't want to fuck it up, you know what I mean? Just because it's always been nice, I don't know. This car, the other thing too is this car is very fucking sentimental to me because this is like, I drove across the country with this car. This is back when I used to live in my mom's house, but I live now, almost 3,000 miles away. So me and my dad drove this car across the country. This is when it was stock. This is before I even put the intake on. Actually, this is after I put the intake on. Take that back. But yeah, she was full stock. The only thing that was aftermarket on my car was a couple of these G Plus plastic, or I'm not plastic, fucking silicone charge hoses, triple row radiator, and everything else was stock. And then obviously I got a Megan Racing strut bar, which is pretty fucking sweet. But yeah, up to that point, everything was stock. I just did a little cosmetic bullshit. Went from the reds to the clears for the interior. Just little bullshit, nothing crazy. Oh, I found an HKS OG. Oh, I'm a fucking dumbass, bro. I'm over here trying to show you shit. I don't even have the fucking screen pulled up. Fucking jackass, bro. Yeah, this is when it was stock. Like I said, little K&N intake. These used to be red. Changed them to clear. On an HKS original boost controller. This is like the original HKS boost controller. Literally. Right. But yeah, this is what it looked like when I first bought it. Nice and clean. Stock saw blades. Mint interior. Interior is still stock. You've done new rims and tires. Nice. You redid your seats with authentic leather, but they are the original seats, new foam. And nice. That's fucking sweet, dude. Yeah, I'd love to do something like that. That's pretty dope. New rims and tires. Yep. New top. Yeah. I need to do. Mine's a Targa top, so I need to actually replace the trim around the Targa top. She was running a little rich. When I shot this clip, for some reason, she was running a little rich. But no... Oh, it's so funny. Somebody said blue smoke. Yeah, she was blowing a little oil. But yep, that's my little journey of the Supra. Picked up some American Racing. What are they? AR605s, I think. Yep, right there. AR605s or 17s. Just because I like the chrome. Looks good. This is before the carbon trim too. You can see it. Clear housings with the chrome. Clears with the chrome housing. Oh yeah, I know that. That's why, honestly, that's why I took mine apart. Shit, watch this clip right here. One of these clips shows how fucking oiled, slick down my engine was. Yeah, you see all that? See all that fucking oil? Right there. She was leaking at the back. And mind you, this is the head, right? But I don't know, you know how it is. Needed some fucking attention. Oh man, I forgot. I got a bunch of people to fucking respond to. No shit. Yeah, it's funny. I haven't even checked my Instagram forever. I got a bunch of fucking comments and shit to respond to. I feel like an asshole. In fucking 60 weeks, I haven't responded. Left you on red, bitch. Oh, man. Whew. Too funny. But yep. Anyways, that's kind of how it began and where we're at. I want to get this one right fucking here. The HKS. That is so fucking sexy. Whoo. Fucking expensive, but oh my god. And I got VVTi, baby. She'll fit. Look at that. Fucking clean. Fucking shh. Anyways, though. Yep. That's how she's been coming along. I still got a whole lot more fucking money to generate to fucking buy parts and shit. Oh, you want to hear the assignment? I got you. Yeah, fucking 23 tracks. Yeah, look at this one. This one's fucking nice. That one's full carbon all the way back. I want to get that one. Fucking nice. Oh yeah, like I said, drift motion, anything you need. Obviously this is like Supra shit, but you can find, like, if you go to Mark IV Supra, you can find turbo kits. You can find the transmission I got on here. Fucking turbo kits, for example. Make different ones. 2J, 2JZ, naturally aspirated, billet 67, 66. I ended up going with a 6765. I don't even know if they have that one on here anymore. 6766. It's like roughly the biggest one they make, actually, now I think about it. 6766, fucking hell. Anyways, though, yeah, I'll show you this, and then I'm gonna kick rock soon so I can fucking go eat. Getting hungry. But yeah, this is a 23 track. So I had to bring this shit in. I had to rename all these tracks. I had to fucking chart the song. So that's what all these markers are. Intro, verse, chorus. I had to make a song chart. I had to count these bars. And then I color coded everything, so all the drums are red. Bass is blue. Guitars are green. Keys are purple. Vocals are yellow, and the horn is pink. These ones that look weird, these tracks, this one, and this one are no longer active. Same with this one. So they're not even there. There's nothing playing on those. I'll play it real quick, though. Also, this is just some whack shit. It's not like I wanted to like have this bogus ass song, but it just so happens to be what they gave me and what I had to do for the assignment.
Like, it's not gonna be a winner. Cheap champagne tastes like the cheapest thing. Is this cocaine? Feels like a secret. Lord, please, that's so good. You know what I'm thinking? Something that I've never done before.
Yeah, I had to break the whole shit down, bro. Like, literally, this took me like fucking 10 hours to do this assignment. The color coding and like renaming and shit, easy as fuck. But counting these bars, like counting, so, and what I'm not talking about the drums and shit. What I'm talking about is this. So like intro is typically gonna be the first. I don't know. It depends on what type of song structure it is, but typically, like if you listen, here, let me just unsolo these tracks real quick. If you listen to like the first 16 bars, it's all instrumental. So that's how I knew that was the intro. And then everything marked like verse, chorus, pre-chorus, chorus, breakdown. This is all vocal section, like here. Everything from like here over.
Could be a little better. It feels like it's not gonna be a winner. Cheap champagne tastes like the cheapest thing. Is this cocaine? Feels like a secret pill. Lord, please, that's so good. You know what I'm thinking? Something that I
Yeah, bro, this shit has been keeping me keeping me busy, dude. Honestly, I'll be honest with you, burnout has been something I've experienced a couple of times because I don't go to a traditional college. Like, literally, I had Christmas break since I started college back in October of 2024. So, yeah, and then it keeps me very fucking busy. And then, like, this is what the fucking track list looks like. These are.
never done before.
So, yeah, that's a little example of what it looks like. And then, yeah, fucking just this month alone, look at all the assignments I've did. Let's go back. Let's go to content. Here, let me fucking zoom out. Hold on. All right, so I did all these. Did these. Did all those assignments. Did these fucking assignments. Literally, like, I don't know. I don't even know how many. 18 fucking assignments. Mind you, they go week by week, but it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot of new concepts. It's a lot of new shit to keep learning. And then these are all previous classes I've done. So orientation, presentation, a psychology class, an English class. I already had a math class, sound design for games, fucking audio workstation, sequencing technology, principles of music, recording principles. It's like literally so much, bro. But at the end of the day, once I get this done, I'll have my degree for the rest of my life. So that's what mom tells me to think of it as. So fucking A, keeps me busy, man. It is only bothersome because I can't have like a traditional 9-to-5 job. So like I do work for my pops as a handyman right now, but I'm trying to get a part-time job, something that doesn't keep me so fucking overwhelmed that I can't do college. But yeah, man, just learning how to balance it has been tricky, especially, you know, it's a little bit easier since I stopped smoking weed, but, you know, it's just been, you know how it is. Shit comes with challenges. But yeah, not too bad. Gonna have almost a 90 passing this class, so, and on to the next one. Onward and upward, keep rolling through the assignments. But yeah, this is so far how I've been doing. Not too bad. It just keeps me busy. I get a little burnt out from time to time from doing it. Here, we can close preview. We don't need this anymore. Cool. But yeah, and then like what I have to do for this part is I gotta fucking timing, correction, and tuning. So it says vocal overdub track has 2 bars that are out of tune with the lead vocal track between 59 and 114, so 15 seconds. So right here. So this is the vocal overdub. I already broke this up, so I took this segment out, and I'm just gonna solo it.
You know what I'm thinking?
And if we listen to the lead vocal, it'll also play here.
Parties not so good. You know what I'm thinking? Something that I never done before. Don't know if I should. It's okay, been drinking. I think I should open up the door. Parties not so good. You know what I'm thinking? Something that I never done before. Don't know if I should. It's okay, been drinking.
So what I have to do, for example, for this is I'm gonna have to chop this, but perfect example is like I could pitch this up. Like I'm just gonna pitch it down to.
Parties not so good. You know what I'm thinking? Parties not so good. You know what I'm thinking?
And then I can also pitch it up too. But I have to mess with like a certain section. It's not like the whole thing I gotta pitch.
Parties, not so good, you know what I'm thinking? Something that I've never done before.
So I know it probably sounds funny, but yeah, that's like a really extreme example of what it's like to fuck with the semitones. And a semitone is basically an entire half step on the keyboard. So like for example, I have my MIDI keyboard behind me. I might as well show you. I keep her tucked under the couch, baby. So yeah, a half step would be one. This would be a half step. Two keys would be a whole step. So from, for example, it's C. So C is here, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then that's basically the same all the way up the keyboard. So it starts C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and so on. So there's really only like 14 notes or so to the keyboard, if I'm not mistaken. C, D, E, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then over again. So you got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, no. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. There's 11 keys, and then it just goes on. So this is one section, followed by C, D, E, F, G. I'm sorry. What is it again? Yeah, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then so on and so forth. The only difference is just the amount of keys on the keyboard. Like this is a 49 key, and then they make some that have like fucking, I don't know, like 80 keys where they're fucking massive. But this is just a MIDI keyboard. This isn't anything crazy. It just plugs in and triggers MIDI data. I need to get a little stand for it so I can have it like fucking over yonder. But this thing is too big, and you've seen what my desk looks like. I got too much going on. I don't got fucking room for this thing. So I just tuck it under the couch and nobody even knows about it until I need it till next time. That's where I keep the rest of the audio production shit, because I got too much of it. Extra headphones, mics, you name it. I got fucking more mics over here. Shit like that. Yep. Hey Siri, turn off the studio lamp. But yep, that's where I keep the magic tricks. You know, you quit smoking too. Started when I was 12. It's really helped. I've been to my 9 to 5. I have. Oh yeah. Nice. That's dope. Yeah, quitting smoking cannabis has been a trick. It's been so like I recently started owning firearms. So because of me owning firearms, not that I like technically when you fill out the ATF document, it's a federal document, so you're technically not supposed to lie on it. But I had gotten sick before Christmas, but I had needed to acquire a handgun. So since I'm over the age of 21, and in my state we can open carry, I don't have to have a CCW. All I have to do is open carry. Well, I wanted to acquire a handgun. Well, it made it easier for me to buy my handgun without me smoking weed. And the other thing too is like weed makes me a little fucking lazy, and I have an addictive personality as it is. Like same with, some of my other family members. So I'm sure you could tell by, whether it be the gear acquisition, whether it be the car shit, what camera shit, whatever. I have an addictive personality. It could be clothing, it could be shoe, you could be addicted to whatever. But a lot of my family members have struggled with addiction in some form or fashion, whether it be alcoholism or things of that nature. So I just try to be cognizant of my addictive personality, and cannabis was something I was addicted to for a while. So being able to quit was not only something for myself to be, regulated goods content. Okay, whatever. I guess I can't keep saying the C word. Is not eligible for recommendation because your life does not comply. Oh, whatever. Discussing drugs or other regulated substances. All right, whatever. I just got a live restriction. I mean, it's all right. I might as well just keep talking about cannabis. What are they gonna do? Strike my fucking live down now? I already just got removed from the recommendation. Whatever. Anyways, I'm keeping it a buck over here, baby. I'm fucking getting demonetized. Yeah, AI. The AI is bogus as shit. I remember one time I was hitting my vape pen. I bet you I could do that. I could do that close enough, and they'd fucking act like I'm smoking a vape or some shit over here. Like this. Hold on. With my TV remote. Fucking AI, dude. It's all good. I don't care. But yeah, that's all I was referring to. I like to keep my addictive personality in check, and being an owner of a handgun, since I was really sick, like right before Christmas, and then I couldn't smoke. That's how sick I was. And I was already trying to like wind down from smoking because I smoked for years. But yeah, just like from my personal experience, it's not that I judge anybody from it, but I've never been a drinker. I had a lot of dumb shit occur when I was younger, so I don't drink. I don't gamble. I try to stay away from things that could lead me down a path of, addiction. So to be very fucking blunt, I know I have my addictive tendencies with, gear acquisition or, sometimes clothing or whatever the fuck, cars or, whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of where I try to draw the line. And since I started owning a firearm, I figured it would be easier for me to focus on college. It would be easier for me to remember shit, to memorize things, to be in the right state of mind, not only for owning a firearm, but also for, for other beneficial things in my life. And like I said, it's not something I'm not knocking anybody who smokes weed, because I enjoy smoking cannabis, but it was just getting to a point where it was, I'm continually medicating, day in, day out. You go and it's like, oh shit, I smoked at fucking 10, now it's fucking 11, now it's 12, I gotta smoke again, and you know what I mean? Things like that. Firearms are done. One of my family members is a CWP instructor. Nice. Yeah, that's dope. When I turned 21, yeah. Firearms would be your new addiction trust. I know. I'm trying to. That's why I only got one right now. I got my handgun. I got an FN 5.7, which is so funny. Some people are like, why did you get a 5.7? Well, guess what? When I was 12, I used to run around in Black Ops 2 with dual wield 5.7. So that's why I got a 5.7. No, it's all good. I don't care. I can, Siri does me worse than that, brother. I know at some point I want to get a P90 because it fires the same cartridge as the 5.7 does. So many firearms on house, you name it, we got it. Nice. I know. I want an AK-47 at some point, just for like wall sake, just like hanging on the wall. Same with a katana. I want a legit fucking katana, and I want a nice fucking Bowie song, aka butterfly knife. But I've always wanted one. There was one I always wanted to get when I was younger. I just didn't have $400 to spend on a fucking knife. I used to collect knives. I don't have as many now because I lost some of them, but yeah, that's fucking sweet. Yeah, I want to get a P90 at some point because it fires the same 5.7 by 28 mil cartridge. And the cool thing is they've got minimal recoil, which is pretty dope. Nice. What's that, the P90? I know they're fucking expensive though for that 5.7 by 28 mil. Fucking dude, I paid like $45 for a box of fucking like 50. Like that's a magazine. That's one magazine in a P90, or like almost two and a half for the 5.7 because it's like 21 stack. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, I got you. The AK, nice. Yeah, I definitely want to get an AK at some point. Might have to call Brandon Herrera up. Like, brother, can I get one of those AKs you got? With the fun switch? Come on, I'm a law-abiding citizen, I promise. Yeah, that's fucking nice. Ooh. We got a new point and shoot video to watch. I gotta pull that up. About Adam 16. Fucking A. Gotta catch up on the news, baby. But yeah, that's all I'm working on. So, but yeah, I'm gonna kick rock shortly. That way I can fucking finish making some food. It's already done. I just gotta go chop this chicken. I gotta go chop the chicken, choke the chicken. I gotta go chop the chicken so I can fucking make a gyro, aka gyro. And yeah, that's all I got going on. But yeah, I'm gonna jump out here shortly just because I do want to go. I'm kind of getting hungry, and I got to finish this section. Let's see, can I do this tonight? Time correction and tuning. So vocal overdub has 2 bars. Let's see. I'm gonna listen to this. I want to try to get this done real quick.
Born teeth, not so good. You know what I'm thinking? Something that I'm. Born teeth, not so good. You know what I'm thinking? Something that I never done before. Don't know if I should. It's okay, been drinking. I think I should open up the door. Parties, not so good. You know what I'm thinking? Something that.
All right, so that's our lead vocal, and our overdub has got 2 sections. What does it say? Fuck does that say again? has 2 bars that are out of tune with the lead vocal track between 59 and 14. Identify those notes and use elastic audio pitch shifting to tune them as closely as you can. I think I already figured out where it is.
Parties, not so good, you know what I'm thinking? Something that I've never done before. Don't parties, not so good, you know what I'm thinking? Something that I've never done before.
Ooh, shit.
Don't know if I should be okay with drinking. I think I should open up the door. Not my cup. Parties, not so good. You know what I'm thinking? Something that I never done before. Don't know if I should. It's okay with drinking. I think I should open up the door. Parties, not so good. You know what I'm thinking? Something that I've never done before. Don't know if I should. It's okay, I've been drinking. I think I should open up the door. Parties, not so good, you know what I'm thinking? Something that I've never done before. Don't know if I should, it's okay, I've been drinking. I think I should open up the door.
The fuck? Man, I'm having a hard time figuring out where it is. I think it's one here at the...
Not so good.
I think it's this part for one.
Not so good, you know what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I know. This track is so bogus, dude. I'm so fucking tired of hearing this shit. Oh my god. It's not even like a rap track, dude. It's like some fucking bullshit. I try to keep an open mind, but man, oh goodness. When you hear the same thing over and over again for like 10 hours straight, you kind of get a little fucking tired of it. I'm sure you understand that. Oh man, but yeah, that's what I gotta knock out. I'm probably gonna end the live here shortly, just cause so I can go kick rocks, so I can finish cooking that fucking chicken up, and then eat, and then I'll probably knock this out, cause today is Wednesday, and this isn't due till Sunday, I think. Let's just double check. Yeah, this ain't due till Sunday, but I want to try to get this done so I can go do some shit. And then I got to work for my dad on the weekend, fucking laying drywall and doing the rest of the trim job. And then I'll get paid for that, which is great. So, but yeah, fucking... shit got me burnt out, bro. Listening to this shit over and over again. Fucking 10 hours in a row. But yeah, like I said, it was cool rocking with you. Thank you for hopping in and chatting it up. I definitely appreciate it. You see, I gotta throw my headphones on. Throw these studio headphones on. Oh fuck, I forgot I unplugged them. I throw my studio headphones on. I'm like, why can't I hear anything? Where did the world just go? If you don't know, studio headphones are like fucking like super isolating. So I threw them on. I felt like I was Helen Keller for a second. It's like when you have the music up so loud that you can't hear anything. Like you just talk and you can't hear shit. You feel like you're deaf. Yeah, most definitely. If like I said, if you got any questions or anything, just pop in or feel free to send me a message. And nice ass car. Go try to see if you can get that 2J. And but yeah, I will. I'm gonna be kicking rocks, and you'll more than likely see me in here. I'm usually live streaming, doing something. Sometimes I'm playing games. Most of the time I'm doing college work, just trying to get shit done. But yeah, it was cool rocking with you. If you got any questions, feel free to hit me up, DM me, and I'll get you right. But yeah, man, you have a good rest of your night. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you soon. And also, I'm going to be closing out this video. I am a little bit tired. Been up since bright and early, so thank you guys, anybody who has tuned in, whether that be live or if you're watching this after the fact, after it's been recorded. JDMJ, J Ventures is going up on one of the 2 channels. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you learned anything, if you liked it, don't forget to drop a like on the video, drop a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe